Hello everyone, welcome to Season 3 of Your 5 Minutes, the weekly compilation of soundbite samples and audio collage. Ambient sound recorded and sent to me. As has been typical for the past 2 seasons, this is the soft opener to the third kick at the can of combined effort and creativity. This week I have been sent links and files from Rob, Derek, Suzanne, Chris and the Jackal. Please enjoy episode 1 season 3, and remember to get your files to me by Wednesday each week.
So, I just want to sit in it.
Okay, well, let's go.
I just want to sit in it. Enjoy it.
You're not going to buy a car just to sit in it. That would be ridiculous. How do you feel?
You seem quiet.
Yeah, well, it's been a pretty thoughtful ride. I left the house with less than a full tank of gas. I mean, less than a full battery of charge.
Oh, so you're worried?
A little bit worried. I think, what if it dies on me and I have to pedal all the way home?
Oh, you've done it before.
Yeah, I used to pedal before I got the e-bike, but not this far. But what I'm thinking of is to go back a little slower, leave it in power zone 2, and help it a little bit more. Instead of taking me just under an hour, it'll probably take me an hour and 15 minutes. But at least I'll get home without having to pedal, without any help from the battery. Now that's a Thunderbird.
Oh, that's a Stingray.
That's a Stingray?
Yeah.
They all look alike, don't they? Those muscle cars. That would be a V8. You see how the fence has got a curve to the top? Over there on the fence by the schoolyard. Yeah, you see?
Oh, the high one?
Yeah.
Oh, not that one.
No, I was just wondering why they did that. Maybe because it fits the style of the school.
I think it's playing soccer.
Oh, yeah, because it's right by the goal. For the high ball. There was me thinking it was a design feature.
Derek, did you change the home for me? Me? Maybe on Google Maps. I was online here for a while. Do you still have a shop email? Derek, no. Bummer. There is lots of free Wi-Fi, you just need to ask for the password. Oh, I just topped it up for about an hour this morning. Me, how are you doing, bro? How is the phone for the internet? Have you downloaded any tracking apps yet? Derek, I can't cause one of the letters can't work, but I'm trying to use a Wi-Fi that don't have to worry. Me? Turn the screen sideways and it should type better. Derek, it won't let me. Try using the speech to text. Think accessibility modes. Derek, you'll have to show me. Don't get caught texting at work. Save your battery. Derek, not working yet.
Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Coach Rob, and we got Shannon on the camera. So we're gonna feature an item that we showed you in the kitchen tours, right? So we have the recipe in the Cooking with Coach Rob cookbook, but for now we're gonna put this over here. We're gonna follow the recipe. We've already done some steps already. We've got our 2 cups of sifted flour in our bowl already, one of our bowls. So we can put that back in the cupboard here. Then next on the recipe, preheat oven to 425, spray donuts with non-stick cooking spray, but we'll do that in a step. In large mixing bowls, sift together flour, sugar, baking powder, nutmeg, and salt. Then add the buttermilk. So we've already got our flour here, so we're gonna put that in here, right? Teaspoon of salt. So we're gonna put that in the mix. We're gonna put this over here. We can continue to roll when I put this back in the bag, and I'll put it away properly in the sec here. So I got that. Let's put it aside for a sec. So we've got our salt in, our teaspoon of salt. Then we've got the cake flour, our sugar, which in this case is 3/4 cup of sugar. Then it says add the nutmeg. We'll sift this together, but we got to put the baking powder in. That's a teaspoon?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll move that over here. We haven't done this one before, so this is kind of unique that we're doing it. So you want it just level, like. And we got our two. I'd say that's pretty level, eh? Mm-hmm. So that's there. We'll put that in right here for now. And again, we'll just put this stuff over here for now. Then it says to, and we already put our salt in, right?
Yep.
Sift flour, cake flour, baking soda, nutmeg, and salt. Then add the buttermilk, eggs, and beat. So what we're going to do is we're just going to like sift this together, right? Mm-hmm. So right now we're putting in the 2 eggs that were lightly beaten. We've already done that. So we're going to put them in, right? Okay. So they're in there. We're going to add our butter, which was in this case was 2 tablespoons of melted butter. So we did that when we were preparing. So we're going to put that in there. Okay. Now we're going to grab the from the fridge. We need the 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk. And is that the 3/4 one there? Yes, that's the 3/4 one. We're getting a low battery indication, so what we're going to do is we're gonna put the 3/4 of a cup in here. Then we're gonna take another quick break so I can whip it up. And then we're going to show you the finished product in a few minutes. Okay, thanks.
You're on.
Hi, as you can see, I'm just finishing putting the cake batter in. So I got one more to do. So when that's done, we'll pop in the oven for 9 minutes and we'll show you the finished product.
And you're on.
As you can see, we're done using our Wilton cake pans for the donuts. We can see the finished project. To get the icing sugar, we just put some icing sugar in a bag and shook it up. I apologize, this episode is so short. We were running low on battery, so next time we'll do a more in-depth one. For now, happy eating, and remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video to as many friends as you can.
This is Suzanne, calling from Lexington, Kentucky with my 5 minutes. I'm out in the early morning, not that early, it's almost 7, walking Travis McGee because I'm on the East Coast time. It is dark out. He's got the beginning of cataracts, doesn't see too well, and so he's taking it fairly slowly. He walks light post to light post. In the summertime, we laugh, he's very smart. In the summer when it's hot, he follows the shade. It's always has. Just sees this little patch of shade and he heads straight for it and follows it as long as he can. Spots his next patch. Doesn't think too far ahead, like this whole route is shadier. He's just looking for that first patch of shade. And this morning, as other mornings lately, he kind of goes patch of light to patch of light. And you know, It's sort of a good metaphor for life. You hang in there and look for the light and follow it, not the one, that they always tell you about when you're dying. You go looking for that light, but just a light in the moment to follow. Good morning. There's somebody out running. What else to say? Feels good this morning. It's cool. It's very foggy, which adds to the, slightly eeriness of out walking before other people are out and about, except the runners. Don't know. Been thinking a lot about life. A girlfriend of mine, I hit a big birthday this year. One of those that kind of makes you blink, And a dear friend of mine from high school sent me a card, as she always does. And this year it said, do you ever think, when we were teenagers, that we would be sending birthday cards to each other when we were 70? Did we even think about being 70? Can't say as I did. Yeah, one of those life moments.
Good morning, my friends, on this beautiful, rainy Friday morning. So, I don't think I'm going to have time to push out a show this week. I've got a lot going on with my day job that pays the bills, and haven't written anything yet. The challenge I have is I'm not traveling as much as I used to, and I used to use all that plane time to sort of as a self-imposed discipline to be creative. But I do have a trip coming up on Sunday, which is another reason why I don't think I'm going to get a show out this week. So I do have two great interviews recorded, and I have a good theme in terms of the themes we've been doing over the last few weeks. So consider this a public service announcement that I am going to delay my publishing schedule. Got marbles in my mouth. So I will talk to you when I can, probably next Friday. All right? Thanks, folks.
Derek! Hi. Take a seat. I have your new... Take a load off, Fanny. Take a load off. Yeah. I got... Yeah, take a load off, Fanny. Take a load, my friend. There it is. Now, you've got to be careful with this cable because it's brand new, but there are not too many of them around. And if you need to power up the phone, you have to plug it into your computer, USB.
Yeah, there's a USB on
Here, you can put it in this one. This is what it came in. Now, the battery's almost fully charged. You press that to switch it on. You slide it open, and you've got your apps.
Cool. It looks like an iPhone 4 in the case, right?
Well, yeah.
It's like kind of ironic that way.
Yeah. I don't know if it has Shore Open, but you'll have to set that up yourself. No. It's not on the internet. You see this little spot here?
Yeah.
This is the way you switch it off. You have to go to accessibility and then touch. And then this spot appears. And then you can put that anywhere on the screen that you like. You tap on that, you tap on device, you tap on lock screen.
Oh.
And that's how you switch it off.
So do it again?
So you want to switch it on? Press the home button. Slide it open. Press that. Press device. Press lock screen.
Ah.
So it's a software fix.
Wow.
By using the accessibility controls, you bypass having to push on that.
Oh.
For somebody who doesn't have fingers, they might be working with their nose.
Oh.
Do you want to try it?
Sure.
So, device, lock screen. Now, if you press lock screen and hold it, it will power it down completely. But if you just touch lock screen, it closes it down. And then when you press the home button, it'll open it up again. So you got 32 gigs of storage in
Oh,
there.
yeah, I see. So slide the power off. Okay, so I have my SIM card on me.
You do?
Yep.
Wow, then you can phone me to see if it works. Hang on. No, you put it in. I don't have very good hands for that kind of fiddly stuff.
Oh, it's pretty good shape.
Well, it came in this protective case. I don't know if you want to put it back on. The other thing that's not right with it is the screen down the side here. If you try and type something, this row of letters doesn't show up. So what you do is, look, say for instance you want to type something, you go to search, you go to there, and then you try and type here. It doesn't work, but then you turn the screen like this, and then you can type.
Oh, wow.
So that's the other thing that I learned. The edges of the screen aren't very sensitive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're going to put the SIM card in. Do you know how to do that?
Oh, yeah, there's a thing.
Put it on here.
Do you have the pin? You don't have a
Yeah, I do. So it's kind of too sharp, but it might work.
Oh, this is an adapter thing.
Yeah, if it's a mini SD card or whatever, or a SIM card, that's what it's called. Whenever I see people fiddling with SIM cards like this in the street, I always think they're criminals using a burner. You know, a burner phone? Where they use a phone to make these secret phone calls, and then they throw the phone away, or they rip out the SIM card. There you go. You got email as well?
I've got so many. Okay, this is going to go on forever.
Well, anyway, you've got to try and phone me.
Okay, I got it now.
250.
Which contacts?
You don't have contacts because it's been wiped. The phone's been wiped. You've got to go to phone and then dial.
Oh.
Because it's not on your contacts. My number's not on your contacts because it's not on that phone.
Okay. Contacts. Oh, yeah. Add contacts.
You don't have any contacts on your SIM card. You have to initialize that. You have to put in your own contacts when you have a chance. But just dial manually. 250-661.
Carlos. Oh, this is good to put Carlos near. Oh, this is Carlos. So 250-661.
3710.
3710. Okay. And done. Okay. It's on there now.
Is it ringing? Try dialing it.
Oh, I don't have minutes right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I could, but I'll try.
You could SMS maybe.
Yeah, since your balance has run out.
Can you use the SMS?
Oh yeah, I can use text, so I'll try that.
Yeah, just send me a text. Just say hi.
Send message. Okay, this is autocorrect too. Hi.
Did you send it? Did you press send though?
Yeah.
I got a message.
No, you didn't. No,
Yes.
I'm kidding.
What if I call you back? Will that work?
Call
Even if
back?
you don't have minutes.
Maybe.
But what's the number on that phone? You got to give me your new contact number. Oh, hang on, it'll have it on here. Message, yeah. Well, I could message you back, maybe. You should get a message.
Hi, right back.
Yeah, so it works.
Phone me. See what happens.
Which one's the one for phoning you? I got to use that number again now.
Hello, I'm unable to answer your call right now. Please leave your name, number, and a message after the tone.
Derek? Carlos here. I was wondering if you had charged up your phone yet. If your phone's back on, text me, okay? You can text me from wherever you are. Bye-bye.